This tutorial we will try to learn some use state. Okay, so this is a simple basic boilerplate. This is the some I have written some text and with a button. So and this is the output for this template. Hey, my name is Iron Man and I have a button switch. Now what I want is with this switch button, I want to change this name. Okay, let's use state and try to change it. Let me create a const function. Const and I'm taking it name and our second argument is name. You can choose any name as per your voice choice. Okay, let me call use state, and over here we have to assign the value whatever we wanna perform operations. So like I want to assign it Iron Man. This is my value. Now this name Iron Man is assigned to this name variable, and I have to call this name variable over here so that we can see it on output. Okay, good, seems good. Now the value should be similar. See, it is same as previous one, nothing changed. Now I want to apply a function for this button. Let me quickly create a on click, and I will use it name changer. Sounds good. Okay, control C. Let me create a function with this one, and now over here we will be assigning a new value, and for that we can use this argument. I'll pass set name. Okay, and now we have to give over here a new value. Let me call Hulk. Okay, let's try it. This is the name, and on switch this should work. Ah, seems good. It is working. Okay, now this is the first task. Second, what we can do is I want this switch button as a toggle button. Uh, when I click on this button, this value should be moved to the previous one. It is not related to use state, but still, let's try. We will be using some if else conditions. If okay, if I'm looking for name, right? Okay, it's capital again. Name. If my name is equals to Iron Man, Iron Man, then I want this set value to be Hulk. Fine. Else, I want this set name again set to Iron Man. Okay, seems good. Let's check it out. See, uh, this is the refreshed it, switch Hulk, and now if I click this button again, it should return to Iron Man. Okay, working fine. It's good. Yeah, bravo. This is the first task. Now let's jump on second task. Okay, we will create a counter to increment decrement values. This is the boilerplate. Let's assign first a tag h2 current value. This is the hard code. Okay. Now let's create a again use state const value. I'm using value set value. You can again choose any variables as per yours. They are just basic names. Use state, we will be using again use state, and I'm assigning it value 0 because we will starting our counter from 0 na. Okay, and after this over here I'm assigning my values. We use curly braces to assign the values. Keyword value seems good. Let's check, is it there? Yeah, it's there. See, 0. Or we can I can do one more thing. Let's cut it over here and put in h1 tag. Good, it's there. Now let's quickly create buttons. This is for add. Okay, delete and reset. Sounds good. Yeah, we have three buttons. Now we have to create function to add, delete, and no, sorry, add, reset, and delete. Let's go with again function. Function is a bit easy, that's why I'm using it. I'm using the name add handler. Okay, and over here I will use set value. We have to increment the value by 1. So value plus 1. Good. Okay, we have one function, and again I'll create another function with name delete handler. Okay, in this delete handler, okay, let's again set the value minus 1. I want it to be act as a decrement. And our last one, let's create it with const keyword. We can use any keyword as per our wish. So it's reset handler. Handler. Okay, and our arrow function again set value, and now I want it to be 0 on this location. Let's add on click functionalities to these buttons. Add handler. Good. Oops, no, not this one. Okay, okay. Delete handler. And now for oops, it's bad. This should be a reset handler, no? Reset handler, and this one should be delete handler. Okay, now good. Now it's should work fine. Let's check it out. Add. Yep, good. Delete again. And it's is it negative? Yeah, it's working fine. And with reset, bravo. So it is working fine with the add, and we have created a super simple sort application counter. Okay, so now let's take it on further steps. Now I will perform some operations on data array. So again, I need my boilerplate. Yep, it's there. Let's create a dummy data firstly. We'll not be using an API in this, but in future definitely we will use it. Array, and now I want is ID. Suppose it's 1. I want name Iron Man. Good. And then I want power level 100. Okay, you can choose your favorite superhero name, and again paste it. We will try with 3 dummy datas. First one fine. Second one I'm choosing Hulk. Okay, let's give it a strength of 50. We have to change ID, and then this is the last one, ID number 3. Let's choose hero name. Okay, okay. Thor. Power level. Ah, let's 50. Seems good. Okay, we have our array. Now let's quickly create again a use state function. Const. I'm using it with name my data. Set my data. Again, use state, and I'll pass array over here. This one, data. Good, good. Okay, now we have to map this data over here. But see, this is an array data. We cannot directly use it in return. So we have to map it. And to map the data, I'll be using this my data as we will be performing operation on use state. So, okay, my data dot map. Again, arrow function. I'll be using a variable e that I'm using. And now, thing I can do is I can destructure the data. Okay, it will be more easy for me or for anyone to understand the code. ID I have name, and then I have power level, and it is equals to that event that I'm getting. Good. Now we can return. Okay, E, fine. Now I can use my return over here. I'll be using H1. What I want is firstly I am needed the ID. Then I'll be putting one this point. Let's sup superhero name, and name is name. Good. And then I'll use this power. Okay, power levels. Fine. Now it should reflect the data. Okay, see, we have the output for user 1, user 2, user 3. Now, what functionality I want is I need a button to wipe out this data. Or I can say a delete button. I need a delete button. Okay, let's create a delete button. Let's create a delete button. Outside the mapping, I will create a button with name delete all, and I will create a on click delete handler. Fine. We haven't written the code for this one, so let's do it. Function, I'll be using function delete handler, and over here what I can do is in set data I can assign an empty array. See, an empty array, super simple, no logic, nothing else, just an empty array. Now this button should delete all the datas. Let's check it out. Yeah, it is fully functional. This button is good, but what I'm thinking is I should have a button with each ID so that I can delete a particular ID from the data. Okay, let's try to create it. Okay, for that I firstly need a button. Okay, I'll use inside H1 itself. Button. Okay, smash. And again I will put on click. See, uh, on this button, I'm using this button to delete the data of a particular ID. So make sure we have to pass ID. Okay, let smash handler, and I am passing it ID. And one more thing, we have to use the arrow function. I'll tell you later why do we need it, but for now let's create it. Good. And let's quickly make this function again. See, over here we have to pass the ID, this ID. On the basis of this, we will be deleting. Okay, and okay, then if we are passing an ID, so something we should get over here now. Let's call it ID. This ID is different. You can name it anything. Okay, and now what I can do is I can make a filter. I can apply a filter on my data to detect that ID. Okay, I'll do it. I will pass a filter. Okay, I will be using the filter on my data. And what is the filter? What is the filter? The filter is my data dot id is not equal to id. See, understand this. This id is this one, whatever we are passing, and this is the filtered data. What I'm doing over here is I'm filtering out the data with all the ids, and if the id we have passed is present in the data, it will delete it and will print the rest of the data. See, this is the filter we have made, but we haven't passed this data to set my data. So let's assign it to a new const new value. Good. It's okay. Fine. Now what I do is set my data new value. Seems good. Let's check it out. Now we have the button, and if I click on this button, the value of that particular ID should be deleted. Let's check it out. Smash Iron Man. Oh, bravo, it's working. 3, good. 2, it's good. And our main button, okay, let's again smash Hulk and delete all. Yeah, it's working. It's good.